know where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel. My name is Melody, and this is Freya's Crone. If you are new here, welcome. If you are coming back from my other channel, you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. All right, so today is July 1st. So we're officially in the 7th month of this year already. Am I the only one that's feeling that this year is Zoom gone pretty much? All right. Mama always told me the time flies fast. And I'm like, Mom. And I guess when you're a kid, you're always wishing for it to go quicker. But when you become an adult, you're like, slow down. All right. All right. Well, anyways, when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. Either by double tap on the screen or just simply hit thumbs up. Leave me a comment section below, and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. It is a general, not a personal, so not everything is going to resonate. Leave me a comment and let me know what does. Tell me a little bit about your story. And if you are not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you don't miss when I go live or when I post a video. All right. So we're going to start off with what is it that you need to know for today, July 7th? This is a midweek energetic check-in. So what is it that the element of earth needs to know? So we do have something about the truth be told. Okay, so somebody's mask could be coming off. There's a window of opportunity here where there could be some sort of wisdom. Pay attention to your dreams. It could have something to do with love. Okay. Breathe. You're being asked to breathe it out. Center yourself. This is blue, which represents the throat chakra. See that person wearing a mask? It's coming off. Never ending story. So you're being asked to change how you tell your story. Okay. TikTok. It's time. All right. So let's push this back a little bit for the element of earth. Okay. So I do feel, I don't know what is on this heart. Look at this heart. Something about that heart. Can't really read what it says, but there's something written on that heart. All right. So we have 29, which is 11, 5, 1, 1 with a 10, which is another 1. So 1, 1, 1 with a 5 is an 8, and you have a 3, which is 11. So you can be seeing 11, 11. You could be seeing 88. You can be seeing 111. 1, 2, 3 could be significant. 10, 10 could be significant for the element of earth. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, a subject according to the philosophy and the inherent or the better. This is not the time to debate about which truth is true. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, pulling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed. It's an answer with miracles. All right, so I'm getting the truth shall set you free. So some sort of mask is being removed off of somebody, or maybe somebody needs to remove the mask so they can see through a situation, see the truth through the situation, because it says about proclaim your truth out loud and be to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. So make sure that you breathe through this situation, because somebody could be coming in maybe with some sort of mask, and maybe you need to look beyond the words and read the underlining current. Okay, earth signs. So 29 for the midweek check-in. Mercury is in retrograde currently as well in Cancer. So patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, and trust. Patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course, meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. So, we got two cards talking about miracles or signs. So, you need to breathe to help maybe open up your throat chakra, or to open up to see something, what it is, because there's a window of opportunity open here, right? So the owl stand on a mast. There's some sort of wisdom or knowledge. Maybe the ancestors bringing something towards you or showing you something about somebody's story. Somebody keeps repeating the same story here that needs to change up. Self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. This is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt, loss, rejection, humiliation, self-loathing, arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. So it is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, you must not go there, you should not say that, lest your world come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you. So somebody could be lying, or a lie was told, right? A lie could have been told, and the needs to be seen as a victim. So somebody could be playing a victim. Somebody could be telling a story and playing a victim, but they're masking it, or signs. They're not telling the whole truth. The truth is that it's just a story. It's not the truth. It's just how somebody is very ignorant, arrogant, self-centered, cocky, and they keep replaying the same story of how they're a victim of their circumstances. Um, Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it's known. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. You are not the story, and the narrator is simply a voice of your fearful heart, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. So somebody could be lying just to smooth their ego, or playing a victim. We're going to clarify, earth signs. Give me a thumbs up, and if you're a hater, thanks for watching. Timeless, divine timing, immeasurable time. So something about timing. Have you been feeling as if the clock is ticking, a little nervous that your dreams are taking too long to manifest? There is nothing to fear. You will never run out of time for the important things. The miracles that are yours and yours alone can't be missed. So something about a miracle occurring here are signs. Isn't that amazing? You're in such capable hands with guides and angels hovering in the invisible space, ensuring that your journey will be filled with all sorts of goodies. Let your anxiety be gently dispelled by your faith. Spirit will never deny you your highest good. All is yours in divine appropriate timing, and you can relax. There's something about divine timing. So you could have somebody coming your way telling you a story, oh, victim of this, like trying to flip the narrative for somebody out there on the bottom of the deck when it talks about exchanging gifts. See how she's masking? Somebody could have tried to put you in a box. Somebody could have tried to make you shrink or bow This talks about, and this come out in the soul reading yesterday, about stepping out of the limited belief system, trying to shrink yourself to fit in somewhere where you don't belong. You can see there's a cat involved in this. She's got a pink, or he got a pink ribbon around him. It's all in peace. So we talk about caring, compassion. If somebody just wants to disturb your peace. All right. So let's go ahead and what are the crows warning the element of earth about? Give me some more information, please, and thank you, Spirit. What does Earth need to know? Midweek energy check-in. Give me, what does the crows warning the element of Earth about? Risk. So something about a risk, commitment. So somebody could be, because the crows are warning you about this commitment that's going to come in and throw you off guard. See the communication, that never ending story. And they're only coming in for their own self interest. What are they looking for? A fight. So they might want to invite you out somewhere, take you out on a date. So you need to ask yourself, is it really worth the risk? Because somebody is definitely, I don't know why, but I feel like somebody's going to try to humiliate somebody because they're in this victim mentality. The clams on the rock were just too hard to resist. So somebody thinks that it's just too hard to resist, to come in and try to, maybe try to pull the wool over somebody's eyes just to throw them off guard. But again, they're in it for their own self interest, right? See the mouse in the house. And they're coming in actually looking for a bite, looking for a fight. All right. Despite the raging waves that threatened to pull the crow into the water, the bird held its position long enough to grab a piece of clam meat. You need to assess if the reward is worth the risk. If it is, now may be the time to take a chance on something you desire. Okay. All right. So let's get into this. Let's clarify, what's this risk for the element of earth? I'm telling you, love. Look, commitment. The commitment talks about for better or for worse, for sickness and in health, right? It talks about, these two crows teaming up, mating up, and they mated for life, right? The one crow has a broken beak, so the partner decides to feed this crow, help it out, take care of it, promises to take care of it. They promise to feed it. They promise no matter what happens, right? But this is going to throw you off guard. Some sort of conversation is going to throw you off guard. But you need to understand, again, they're only in it for their own self-interest. So they're definitely looking for a fight. They may want to come in and invite you out somewhere. I feel like they're preparing to do this. And that's why the crows are warning you, right? Be aware, because somebody is masking something. There's a window of opportunity opening up this week, possibly on July 4th or July 5th. The ancestors are warning you, right? Look at all the hearts. Does this person really love you? Right? Or are they just coming in with a victim story? Oh, I'm a victim. This is giving me a Pisces energy. And I feel like they're just waiting for the right time here to come in and do this. 333 could be significant. All right. So somebody is coming in just looking for the clam level up. So you may be leveling up by speaking your truth. This is a mirror. You are a written sentence. So something about a mirroring back to another person. Yeah, somebody's gonna be like, come here, baby. Right? Come here. I have a crush on you. Darling, you're different. I love you to the moon and back. So be aware of that. All right, so let's get some more information. What's this truth be told? Seven of Raphael. There's definitely an illusion here. Definitely an illusion. So this person may want to invite you out for a drink as well. This person could be drinking. Take time to make a decision. Be clear on what you want and take action. So, in other words, maybe don't rush into some sort of a decision here. Take your time. Somebody may need to detox. So, like I said, they could be under the influence here. But this talks about the illusion, not seeing something clearly here. With the Seven of Cups. So there could be an energy of confusion. What are you, it's like this energy of what are you doing here? Again, this is going to throw you off guard. All right. So we have a 7 energy, which this talks about the 7th month. We're in the 7th month. And somebody is masking something. They're not being honest about something here, about how they truly feel. So be aware of somebody coming in and trying to push some sort of an agenda. Give me the energy of breathe, as far as the wisdom of breathe. You can see that this person is meditating. Mm-hmm. So you could have somebody projecting upon you as well. Maybe you're feeling it. Breathe. The King of Gabriel. So this is the King of Wands. So you're being asked to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Because I feel like this person may not be as concerned, that their intentions are not as genuine as what they are acting like, right? They're not as concerned as they are portraying. Thank you, Spirit. This person could be somebody who likes to create a lot of drama, somebody who is very cocky, very arrogant, very self-centered. Um, So you can ask to breathe it out. Pay attention to your intuition is very important, because I feel like this person's intentions they're not true, right? They're masking something. And again, with the King of Gabriel coming on with this person meditating, somebody is definitely projecting, because the King of Gabriel is the King of Wands, which talks about action, and it also talks about energy. So somebody could definitely be projecting, creating a lot of drama, casting a lot of illusions, making somebody very, I don't know, emotionally, like I feel like they're projecting some sort of emotion on somebody. Never ending story, somebody playing the victim. I'm telling you, a call, somebody's getting a call. And then the Page of Michael, somebody is definitely spying, lying, gossiping. Um, So the Judgment card talks about the start of a new life, finding a purpose, and forgiving, compassionate review in the past. So this is definitely somebody from your past. They could be coming in and either wanting forgiveness or asking forgiveness, or this is, remember, this is somebody who's playing the victim here. So they're coming at you on purpose. And, with this card in reverse, what they're coming at you with is not the truth. It's not the truth. So you need to change how you're viewing something. Change how you're viewing something. This person's definitely been, like I said, spying on you. See how in meditation, listening, spying, right? Acting like they're concerned, but they're not. All right, TikTok. You mean TikTok? Something about timing when it comes to the element of earth. So this card is at 150. 150 a.m. p.m. could be something significant. That could be when the time happens between 10 till 2 and 2 o'clock. TikTok in reverse, Queen of Gabrielle. So I feel like you're attracting somebody to you. I do. I feel like because we have the king and the queen both in the upright position. I feel like you're attracting somebody to you. I feel like this person feels that they can do anything they want to do and they can get away with anything they want to get away with. This is definitely somebody from your past. Somebody could be under judgment here for playing the victim, for spreading a lot of lies, a lot of rumors, you know, casting illusions over somebody's emotions, wearing some sort of a mask. Somebody's masking some sort of emotion. What their true intention is this person may not be as concerned as they are acting. Because we are talking about two people, right? Love and grace. They could be coming in, oh, I love you. But in all actuality, their concern is not genuine. They're going to come in and they're going to use some sort of a victim story to pull on your heartstrings just to disturb you, just um, to create challenges. See, it says about review contracts and documents thoroughly. So somebody could have did something here when it comes to somebody's documents, maybe signing something. Maybe they didn't look at something thoroughly. Something about the past. Let's take a look at the bottom of that. Yep. Look, caused a lot of mental pain and suffering. Like backstab, betrayed, caused a lot of severe suffering. With the Ten of Michael, this talks about communication, spread a lot of lies, spread a lot of rumors, right? This is being illuminated with the sun. Um, so you need to stay positive. That's why you're being asked to breathe it out. Stay positive because Archangel Uriel is telling you you already know what to do. You already know what to do. Make this decision, take some sort of action here. Something about writing or writing a sentence on a document. Somebody could have forged some sort of a document. Somebody could have tried to forge somebody's signature. To try to start a new life. Yeah, the three of Gabrielle in reverse. Um, so somebody has definitely watched over. I feel like somebody's ancestors, especially with the judgment call here. Somebody could have called judgment. Yeah, somebody is going to want to invite you out. Be aware of somebody inviting you out and trying to publicly humiliate you. Yeah, invite you out with a group of friends. This is somebody who feels they need to teach you a lesson. They feel like they can play God over somebody's life here. We do have the masculine and feminine energies here with the king and the queen. So Gemini, Libra, or not Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo coming through here. So you definitely could be attracting somebody to you. And I feel like they want you to make some sort of a snap decision. So instead of making a snap decision, take that step back, breathe it out, pay attention to your intuition. This person may want to come in and ask for forgiveness as well. So give me some more on the risk. Can I have a card on the risk with the crows or warning somebody about with the risk card for the element of earth? Yeah, Eight of Gabrielle. So we're definitely talking about Mercury retrograde here because this talks about communication. Yeah. So somebody could be blocked. Somebody could be blocked here. You could have somebody blocked, and that could be why they want to show up at your door. Because they feel they have something important to tell you or some sort of an important invite. Yeah. So you need to see something from a different perspective here because there's some sort of a delay or a blockage. Nine of Michael. The Nine of Michael talks about not getting enough sleep at night, somebody up late, somebody's worried, somebody has a lot of anxiety. Hmm. Somebody could, this is a Chariot, so Cancer energy. We are currently in Cancer. Mercury is retrograde in Cancer. Five of Gabriel. They don't want to fight. That could be what they're masking. I don't want to fight. I just want to, I just want to give you this message. I'm really concerned about you. Are you doing anything right now? Hmm. So the Chariot reverse talks about somebody who's determined to block your success. Somebody who's determined to um, throw you off balance, to throw you out of a line. Because remember, this is going to catch you off guard and throw you off course. But they're only doing it for their own self interest. They're only looking for the fight. So they're going to invite you out somewhere and they're preparing now to come your way. But they're under the influence of something, drugs, alcohol, whatever. They're under the influence. Somebody's drinking. You're being warned because they're only coming towards you to gather up the smallest little piece of crumb of information that they can find. Yeah, something about a gift. Something about a gift because it's on the bottom of the deck. Exchange gifts. So somebody could be bringing you something in, and to be honest with you, with the energy that I am feeling right now, you may want to think twice about taking it because it could be cursed, it could be hex, right? Maybe they want to apologize for doing something on purpose. Now they could be receiving their judgment, and that may be why they want to come in and give you something. Maybe this is somebody who was trying to fit you in a box, keep you limited, right? Keep you limited from moving forward, throwing you off balance, right? This talks about Archangel Metatron works with your chakras, so messing with your head with the seventh chakra coming through here, messing with your head. Remember that somebody is coming in to mess with your head to disturb your peace. Could be two people. Give me something with the Eight of Gabrielle. So step back before you make a decision and ask yourself: are they telling the truth? Yeah, the Four of Raphael definitely could have did some sort of magic. Because you made this person blocked, now they may be trying to find another way in, right? They could be trying to find another way in because you have them blocked on your cell phone. Because right? You know this person's lying. You know they've been spying. You know what their true intention is. You know that they're really not genuinely concerned about you. They're only concerned about what they can get from you. They're very envious because you're able to attract things to you, right? You can attract things to you and they don't like it. This person could be driving past your house. This person could be astral traveling into your house repeatedly. This is somebody who likes to repeat repeatedly, maybe likes to emotionally manipulate, right? With the Seven of Cups, emotionally manipulate. And then once they get the response from you, then they turn around and like to play the victim. Yeah, look, this is somebody who we have the Capricorn energy. So this is somebody who could have some sort of an attachment. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, so definitely somebody from your past, right? Somebody that you put a boundary up around, put a boundary up, or have them blocked, right? Or of Ariel. They took something to the extreme, and they don't want to change. They don't want to change the story. They don't want to change how they're viewing something. They're too busy being in that victim mentality of, well, it's like they're trying to shift your perception into, oh, I'm really concerned about you. I haven't heard from you, or, blah, 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 but they're not. Just remember that, our signs, they're not. So I feel like for some of you, you could have released this, or you need to release this, because this is definitely either a family, lover, business friend who wants to come in and rekindle this relationship. Mhm. Why? Because you called your power back from a situation and they took it too far. So let's get a final message for the birth. So I can't remember what your weekly was about, so you may have to go watch your weekly. This person could have did mirror magic on you, mirror magic, so that they could spy, right? So that they could energetic project themselves or energetically spy into your life. And you could have blocked them. Now they could be receiving judgment. And now they could be, oh, boo hoo, I'm the victim. So I'm going to find a different way to come into somebody's doorstep. Yeah. We have Archangel Chamuel. Open your heart. Thank you, Chamuel, for removing the barriers around my heart. So it could very well, I keep getting for the fire readings that somebody is having health problems, heart problems. Leo rules the heart space. I think Venus is in Leo. So Archangel Chamuel is coming through. See the star, right? This talks about as within, so without, as above, so below. So definitely as within, so without. So I feel like for some of you, you may be completing karmic cycles, or this person could very well be under judgment. And their spirit team could be like, listen, you need to go in and be honest here. Yeah, I'm telling you, somebody is divinely protected. And Archangel Raguel. So Archangel Raguel he's the angel of justice. Dear angels, I allow you to support me as I grow to become more spiritually aware. Thank you, Archangel Raguel, for surrounding my life with harmonious light. So this again, he's the angel of justice. I know it says Jeremiah on there, but Archangel Raguel is the angel of justice. So justice has to be served. So this person may come in and ask you for forgiveness, but yeah, for some of you, it's like they're not really concerned about your emotions. They're only concerned about what they can get from you. And they're going to be pulling on them heartstrings. So you're being asked to stay in balance because you're definitely spiritually supported here, especially with the judgment. You're spiritually supported here. Uh-huh. Your intuition's on point. Trust your inner voice because it's on point, and this card's stuck to the table. Look, see the signs and synchronicities, right? Timing. So this person may be coming your way because they feel that they deserve half of whatever it is that you've been working on, right? Exchanging gifts. After they try to put you in a box, after they try to limit you, after they cause you a lot of turmoil, now they want to come in and act like they care. So, and then it says sensual and sexual powers are increased. So be aware of this person. Yeah, karma. Somebody's getting karma. Hmm. So before you rush into a decision, earth signs, take that step back, breathe it out. Um, Ask yourself, is this really worth the risk? Does this person truly care about me? Or is this a repetitive story of them pulling on your heartstrings and then being like, oh, woe is me, I'm the victim, da da da, and telling some sort of freaking lie? Okay? Because remember, we have truth be told, an illusion. Somebody definitely could be under the influence. So, all right, that is your weekly energy check-in, earth signs. Like I said, leave me a comment section below, and let me know how this general reading resonates. Remember that you have a lot of spiritual support around you, especially with the king and the queen of Gabriel. This does talk about, to me, sometimes represents spirits around you, your passed on loved ones, but it also could represent, you know, breathe energy. It could also represent somebody sending some sort of an intention. And the details is the fact that this is a repetitive story of always playing the victim. They don't want to change their story, right? It's somebody who could be very envious, have the green eyed monster, be very envious of how you look, of how you attract things. Like, because the Queen of Gabriel is somebody who's very attractive, somebody who attracts things they don't chase. So pay attention to the signs, right? Listen to your intuition, because this person is seeking a way in because you have them blocked. Okay. In some form or fashion. And like I said, Mercury is in retrograde. So, yeah, that is what I feel. So this person also has been watching you from a distance, spying, lying, gossiping, right? Not telling the truth, gossiping, playing the victim. So be aware of, again, Mercury retrograde. Do not sign anything, because what they're trying to do is get you to see through. They want you to see the illusion. They want you to see something from their perspective, and to come in and ask, maybe either ask for help or offer help. All right. Um, all right. So that's what I feel for you, our signs. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.